Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to the show. My name is DDare Bionic, if you did not know, and I am black with another sewing video. Hello, yes, it's me, I'm black. I know it has been a while. However, life be lifing. I hope that you all are enjoying Mental Health Chat Monday, because by the time this video comes out, Mental Health Chat Monday will be in full swing. And I'm really, really enjoying producing this series again. It makes me so happy to be talking to people about mental health, especially in this time of grief, and especially with how everything I do is focused around mental health. Which leads me to making clothes, which is really good for my mental health. Being creative, making things makes me feel good. I am seeing Beyonce. Today is March 28th at time of filming right now, introducing this video. It is March 28th. In the year of our Lord and Savior, Buffy Ann Summers 2025. I have procured some items from Miss Joanne. She is going out of business. Joanne is shutting down, honey. By the time this video comes out, Miss Joanne might already be gone. So I will be making many, many more trips back to Miss Joanne to get some more things. But for now, I got all of the essentials that I need. I also ordered some stuff from my favorite fabric store in Chicago because I'm trying to stop shopping on Amazon so much, and I got Fringe from there, and it came like literally next day shipping. Anyway, let's look at the fabrics and the fashions that I have, and then we will start cutting this pattern out today. The goal is to at least get, hold on, let me put y'all, hold up y'all, hold on, I'm gonna call y'all back. Okay, haven't been sitting here in a while. The goal today is to get the bottoms. So the show is Cowboy Carter. Obviously, Cowboy Carter tour. Y'all know I'm a Beyonce fan. Y'all know I love me some Beyonce down. I don't care. The theme is denim and gold. I didn't see anywhere that you specifically had to wear blue denim, so I am wearing black denim because that is my journey. I also realized that at the Renaissance World Tour, I wore black and gold. So I think if there is a third, whatever the third album in this series is, should I be fortunate enough to go to the concert again, I will be wearing black and gold to that as well. I don't care if the theme is, it's going to be black and gold because that's my theme. I think I have selected and come up with a really, really, really cool and interesting look for this. I'm excited to show it off to you all. So let's start with the fabrics. Yes, let's start with the fabrics. So I'll put the croquis up here, and while the croquis is there, I'll show you the fabrics. So I have this really cool denim bee fabric. Look at this. This is going to be the vest and the shorts that are going to go under the chaps. As you can see, I'm going to be wearing chaps. This is so cute. It has a little bit of give to it, which I like. It just barely has some give to it, but which is totally fine because the vest isn't going to be fitted by any means. I've actually planned to make it a little oversized, like just right, a little big. So this is going to be the front of the vest and the shorts. Then interfacing for the inside of the vest, the lining of the vest is going to be this, and I don't know if in this light you can tell, but bitch, there's bees on it. Do you see the theme? Beyonce, beehive. I'm going full bee.
Then I loaded the bees into my truck and I took them home, and it was another great day of saving the bees.
I'm giving bee realness. Country bee realness. Country bee lemonade, bitch. Yeah. Okay. And then, like I said, I'm not wearing blue denim. I love blue denim, but blue denim is just not the feeling and energy that I was feeling from this tour. So we're going black denim. This is a very light denim. The show is in summer in Chicago. Very light denim. I'm very excited to wear this. I'm gonna make some big, like, wide-legged, can't see through it, so that's good. Some big, wide chaps, because I never made chaps before. I've never actually even worn chaps, and I'm really excited to try them out. And them being black denim means that I can wear them with anything. I can put them over anything and wear them anywhere at any time. Okay, so that's the fabric, right? Then we have all of the accoutrements. So I bought a pattern. This is the pattern for the vest that I'm going to use. Now, I have tried to use a pattern in the past. It did not go very well. I do have some muslin that I'm going to use to cut the pattern out of first. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I've gotten better enough with my sewing abilities and my cutting of patterns. I usually just wing my patterns. I usually just make them. I just do it in my brain. But for some reason, the vest pattern didn't make sense to me. But now, the more that I look at this, the more I'm just like, I could probably have made this without buying a pattern. And that's no shade to pattern makers. Simplicity, we love you, girl. We love you down. We need people to make patterns. And honestly, a lot of this is going to be very helpful to me. But I opened the pattern up and I was like, this is gibberish to me. It makes more sense for me to just do it. So, I have my pattern for that. I have these really pretty hematite from Planet Rhinestone. This is not sponsored, but if y'all want to sponsor me, please do. These big, like, I think these are 20s. 30s. These are SS30 size rhinestones for the pants. They're a dark gray, and I think that on top of the pants, the way I plan to rhinestone them will look really cool. And I'm gonna mix them with these smaller, these are 20s. So I'm gonna kind of mix and match what's going on with the rhinestones. So these will be on the pants, and then on the vest, I got these really, really gorgeous, really teeny tiny topaz rhinestones that look like honey. They are so pretty. I got those to go on the bees. Do they match the bees perfectly? No, but I like this richer gold. Then I have a white zipper for my shorts. Y'all saw what happened with the zipper with the Renaissance. This is a shorter zipper, and it is not an invisible zipper. It is just a straight up zipper. So I'm hoping this will be a little easier, as well as the buttons, gold buttons for the vest. Black and gold is the theme. And then, so I have this gold fringe. You might remember this from this video, the Noxema Jackson inspired outfit that I made. Golden fringe to go down the sides and down the back of the vest. And then I really thought that this was going to be quite beautiful. I ordered this from Discount Textile Outlet in Chicago, my favorite fabric store that I have ever had the pleasure of going into. This is yellow, just straight up yellow fringe. And this really, really gorgeous. I love fringe, if y'all can't tell it. I love movement. I love things that move when I dance, especially when performing. Something that's gonna move, baby. It makes me feel so good. This ivory fringe, and I just think that these two together will be so beautiful. Y'all see what it looks like. Y'all see the vision. And now, without further ado, it's time to begin to try and execute this vision. I'm not nervous at all. I'm a little nervous about the vest. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna stunt. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm not. But I have come a long way with my sewing skills and capabilities. And I do believe that I will be able to make this outfit absolutely beautiful. And my goal is to get it finished before the concert, like weeks before the concert. I want this to be done before April is over, which is why I'm starting now. All right, that's what this video is gonna be. If you like me, if you like watching me make garments and costumes, if you love my music, I hope you're streaming Unbitter Heart, my album that came out in February. It's officially been out for a month. Oh my God, I gotta post something on social media about that. Y'all, I have been so bad about social media since I came back. I wish I never came back. at least to like Instagram, I just don't care enough to be grinding on social media that much. And that's not to say that I want it to be easy, because I do not want my success to come easy. It will not come easy. That just is the name of the game. Especially when you're trying to work in the entertainment industry, it's not going to be easy. But I don't want to have to spend so much time selling my soul to the social media gods, because it doesn't excite me. Posting content on Instagram, and I'm not even on TikTok anymore. I have a TikTok channel, or a TikTok page, but I haven't logged in ever since the disgusting lump that is sitting in office right now banned it and then unbanned it, and is trying to make it seem like he's the best thing since sliced bread. Ever since that, all that happened the day I was supposed to come back, and I couldn't re-download the app. Yes, I know I can download the app now, but I just don't have any interest. I just don't care to make TikTok videos. I don't want to go viral in that way. I don't want to go viral. I want to be around for a long time. I don't want to have a video blow up and get 10,000 views and then that's it. I want a career that has longevity. I have a career that has longevity. I have a career that will make me and my family and the people that I love comfortable, so that they don't have to worry about anything ever again, specifically my mom and my partner and my siblings. They won't ever have to want or need for anything again, ever. That's the career that I have. I am speaking that into existence right now. I didn't expect to be manifesting in today's video, but baby, if you're not manifesting, faith without works is dead, baby. Manifest and then get to work. So here I am. I am actually already writing for my next album. Well, not album. The next one's going to be an EP for real. I keep saying I'm going to do an EP. The next one's going to be an EP for real. But that's where I am. That's what's happening. That's what's going to happen in this video. If you like me, if you like my content, if you like my music, if you like watching me make things and learn about sewing all on my own, please make sure to comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a notification every single time I post a video. My posting will be more frequent since Mental Health Chat Monday is around, and I will try to get around to making more videos about fun stuff again. I'm just trying to find the motivation, y'all. It has been very hard. It has been very, very hard, but I am getting back to it. I am finding myself again. So comment down below, show me some love. And let's get started making this outfit. I'm gonna move us to the kitchen where the lighting is a little bit better and there's more room for me to actually lay my fabric out to cut it. I don't know why I'm being so tedious about this. Let's go into the kitchen, y'all. I'm gonna call y'all back. Here we are. I am currently laying out the fabric for this. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Darius, you're just gonna lay this fabric out on top of this beautiful tablecloth that looks lacy and has spider webs all over it and then cut it? Yes, you're exactly right. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And you want to know why? Because I didn't even think twice about the fact that I did that. And guess what? This was recorded almost 6 months ago. Oh, sorry, almost a year ago. So you can't tell me nothing. Nobody can tell me nothing. Not even in this moment, anybody could tell me nothing. I'm just cutting away. And guess what? I didn't cut a single solitary piece of this tablecloth. Okay. So back to the video. I cut it out. As you saw, I kind of held it up to myself. Then I went and grabbed my mannequin so that I can pin the pattern pieces onto the mannequin so they're out of the way, but also so I can just kind of get a better vision of what they're going to look like once they are all sewn together. And I really like this pattern that I made for these pants, and I might just get myself some more denim and cut some pants in this pattern again, but make them like real pants. Because I like the way they fit me and they felt very comfortable and fun and easy to wear. So here I am just pinning them on the mannequin like a good little seamstress would. And I really like this denim too. I'm so sad that Miss Joanne is gone out of business. I can't believe she's gone. She left us when the world needed her most. She vanished. And by the world, I mean St. Louis, because there are not many other options for fabric, but there are some if you're looking. Comment down below if you're looking for fabric options, and when I find them, I will let you know. And now here I am cutting out the pattern for the vest. I am very scared. I can tell y'all right now, in this moment, I was actually kind of freaking out. Because like I kind of said earlier in the video, I've never used a pattern. I usually just make my stuff up as I go, and which is a great way to learn if you are as confident and daring as I am and like don't have an issue ruining several yards of fabric. um Financially, I have an issue with that, but realistically, I'm just going off vibes. So I'm cutting this out, and then I went to get my muslin from oh nope, I went to get a tape measure and not the muslin. So at some point I go and grab the muslin, which you will see in a bit, and I transfer this paper pattern onto, oh, I'm measuring myself to see which of these sizes I'm supposed to need. I have seemingly already cut out one of the patterns. I don't know why I measured myself after the fact, but that's what the process of learning is about. So I am cutting the pattern out. Like I said, in a minute, I'm going to go get my muslin and transfer this pattern, this paper pattern, onto my muslin pattern. Or not my muslin pattern, but onto my muslin so that I can actually use the patterns over and over again. And I actually have them, and I have used them. I have not made anything with them, but I have used them. I ruined a couple things, but that's beside the point. Just watch the rest of this, okay? Bye. Okay, so like I said, here I am putting on my muslin and transferring this paper pattern onto my muslin pattern so that I can have a reusable, not that the paper isn't reusable, but an easier reusable way of making this vest again if I want to make it again in the future, which I probably will. It was a lot of fun to use this pattern, and it was really cool to actually, you will see throughout this video that I trial and error the hell out of this, but I really do come out on the other side with a really, really fabulous outfit, and I'm just still continuing to be so proud of this. And again, I am painting that onto my mannequin so I can see how things are going to look after they are sewn together, just to kind of get a visual on what is to come with this outfit. So there I am pinning it on the pattern or on the mannequin. I won't show you too much more of this. This is just more process stuff that you will likely enjoy seeing. I like keeping it in here because, again, this is like accountability for me. I'm showing you that like everything is, Rome isn't built in a day. I am not just automatically good at sewing because I can work a sewing machine and cut out a pattern. Like I have some really serious mess ups, as you saw in the very first video of this like series of old videos that I'm putting out to now. Just think about, you know, the amount of growth that you can make in a year, less than a year, if you just keep doing the thing that you enjoy doing and learning and trial and erroring and creating. It's really cool and it's really fun, and I hope that these videos are inspiring you as much as they are retroactively inspiring me. And now I'm going to get off my soapbox and get back to that man in the video. Okay, so here's our stopping point for today. We got the vest completely cut out in muslin. All the pieces. Tomorrow I will go in and trace all the lines and stuff on it. But Zeratis chaps are cut out. They just need to be like made into chaps. And that's it. See you tomorrow. Okay, so I totally forgot to start recording this, but my mom is here. She's in the other room, but right now I am cutting out the vest, and obviously I'm going to put you in a time lapse and show you what's going on, but here's this real quick. I've got my pattern pinned to my fabric so it doesn't move. I got my seam allowance, cutting it out, and yeah, I'm just gonna throw you in a quick little time lapse and let y'all watch me cut this pattern out. Okay, so you're not going to see the entirety of me cutting out this pattern because it was like an hour's worth of footage, and even speeding it up, it was still like 10 minutes long. So I'm not going to do that to you, but I will give you as much of this as I can talk over. I am cutting this bee denim with my muslin pattern that I transferred from my paper pattern. And I had my pattern pinned to my fabric, as you saw. And this fabric, if I'm remembering the way I'm remembering, was a little hard to cut through just because the bees are embroidered on. So it was a little difficult to cut and sew through them. Cutting, not as difficult as sewing, but definitely like some fraying edges and all that kind of good stuff. But besides the point, I am making sure that all of my pieces are correct, measuring twice, cutting once. This is the interfacing. I did at one point, I think, cut two pieces this going the same way. So instead of cutting two opposite sides, I cut them going the same way. I think that happened. I'm pretty sure that happened. You're not going to see it here, but I might talk about it at some point during this video. But this was a really cool process. It was a lot of fun to make something from a pattern and not just from my brain. I genuinely never use a pattern. So it was really cool to realize that I have this skill since I have already kind of built the skill set of just like faking it till I make it and creating my own patterns and doing things in whatever mishmash kind of way that I do them. This is what it is. I'm sorry, I'm just remembering. The interfacing I cut both at the same time, which I should not have done because the interfacing was facing the same direction instead of opposite direction. So it didn't mess the outfit up by any means, but it definitely made it a little bit more difficult. Anyway, that's what happened. I am very happy with how this turned out. And yeah, super cool. What was I even saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. And I'm not going to go back to listen to this recording to remember what I was saying. So there you go. Hello, I am very bad at recording YouTube videos now. Okay, so where we last left our heroes, I don't really remember. I think I was cutting out all of the pieces for the garment. So let me show you what the tee really. All right, the vest is completely cut out. Look at this, bitch. You're joking. You're joking. You're joking. Fully, you're joking. The pocket. This is the pocket. I'm a little anxious about doing the pocket situation because it's like a real pocket. It's not just like a weft. So I've never done that before. I'm a little nervy about it. The back. So I used, for some contrast, the same denim as the pantalones, which we will get to. Lining, obviously. Stunning, amazing, beautiful, gorgeous. Okay. The shorts, before we get to the pants, are here. They are pinned on the outside because I think I'm going to make these first. This is the least intimidating thing that I have to make. It's just a pair of shorts. I have more than enough fabric to make these shorts. Again, there's our end goal. And already we're literally, it's giving. And then we have los pantalones. So I have pinned them where I want the fringe to be. So I got from Discount Textile Outlet this ivory fringe and this yellow fringe. And I like these with this. If you can, let's see. Like something about the ivory, and I almost got white, but I'm glad I got ivory because it kind of gives a little bit more of that like warm tone without being too brassy from gold. Because the gold fringe that I have just did not match. All right. So these are probably going to be second. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the shorts, right? And then I'm going to do the vest because the vest intimidates me, but I'm not going to let it get me down because I am what? Sickening. And you are not that kind of girl. And truly, I think it will be a lot easier than I am making it in my head. The pattern and the darts, it freaks me out, okay? I don't really know how to make that really happen, but I'm going to because I'm that girl. Yeah, so I'm super excited about it. It looks like, you can't tell me it doesn't. And these chaps are going to be so sickening. So I'm going to sew these up as if they were pants, right? Sew them all together without the waistband. And then I'm going to, actually, maybe I will put the waistband in. I'm going to sew them up with the waistband and then cut the chaps out of them. And I know you might be saying that seems counterproductive. That's the only way that it makes sense to me, I think. I don't really know. I've never made chaps before. I've made plenty of pairs of pants, but I've never made chaps. And I am really, really excited. This is looking exactly how I wanted it. All of the colors are coloring. This, I really am just gooped about this fucking, the B of it all, baby. The B of it all. It's going to be so dope. The last thing I will need to acquire is my cowboy hat. I still have not found one. I haven't really looked that hard, but I haven't found one, and I'm really trying my best. I didn't even order my rhinestones from Amazon. I ordered my rhinestones from Planet Rhinestone, which I'm super excited about, knowing that they exist. Now I don't have to order rhinestones from Amazon, and they were pretty cheap. They were actually really cheap. So I know I can order them from there and like not have to worry about ordering them from Amazon, but I really don't want to order my cowboy hat from Amazon. Even though I'm going to adorn it myself, I would just rather buy it from somewhere because I want to try it on to make sure it looks right. That will be the only thing. I also have no idea what to do for the shoe. I'm not wearing cowboy boots. I'm so sorry. Cowboy boots are not comfortable. I'm going to be dancing and standing for hours. And then if it's anything like the Formation World Tour, we're going to have a 7-day walk. Okay, from the venue. And I need comfort. Okay, I need to be comfortable. So we'll see what happens. I might just get like a cute pair of Docs and stone them. I have been so very bad to you all. I am so sorry. So let's get a little update about the look. You can see the hat. I have a hat now that is new. Where is it? There it is. I have a hat now. Let me put the hat on so y'all can see it. Okay. Is she giving Cowboy Carter? Rhinestones down. I love the rhinestones under, and y'all being bald is crazy. Your head is like Velcro. Rhinestones up there, and then like a little. I was originally gonna put the full bee fabric, but I just put one little bee on there. Rhinestone house down boots. Yes, God, mama. Okay. No, I've been very busy. I actually, at time of filming, am opening a play this weekend that I'm doing sound design and costumes for. So I have a lot of time this week to work on the outfit during the day before I go to rehearsal tonight. Or at night. So yesterday I did a lot of really good work. I got a lot done. Let me show you what I got done. I'm just going to put you right here and hope for the best. I'm not trying anything on right now. But I am going to show you. So the chaps, the pant legs, the chap legs are done for the most part. As you can see, we got one leg with the fringy fringe, and then the other leg is over here on the mannequin. Hold on, y'all probably can't hear it or see me. It's here, and it's inside out because I got to remember to press my seams or my best friend will literally kill me. But yes. The chap legs are done. I know this cut seems a little deep, but when I put them on, it looks correct. Like, it is giving exactly what it's supposed to. So, today's goal, before rehearsal tonight. Actually, I'm going to leave these out. I'm about to eat my Jack in the Box that I just ordered because I was so hungry and I did not feel like cooking. Today's goal is to completely finish the chaps. Belting, everything, get all that done, and then to start on the shorts so that I can save the vest for like one full day of sewing and making errors, and that'll probably be a Monday project or a Thursday project. We'll see what happens, but I have faith that I will be able to get it all done. I said I wanted to have it done before May. It is April 3rd now? Yeah, April 23rd today at time of filming. Y'all, I'm not sick. My allergies have been so bad. Like, I don't know what it is about St. Louis, but the way the weather has been tearing my allergies up, honey. I have been so congested, so phlegmy, so all of that. So, like, I'm not sick. I'm not spreading any germs to anybody. My allergies are just really bad, and my allergy pill has not kicked in yet. So I'm going to eat my Burger King. I recently started One Piece. I am 7 episodes into One Piece. Yes, I know it is one of the oldest anime, and yes, I do watch a lot of anime. I was so obsessed with Naruto that nothing else mattered during the time that was airing. So I'm now watching One Piece. I am liking it enough so far, but I hear it gets better and better. So I'm gonna turn on my One Piece. I'm gonna put y'all into a time lapse. Obviously, y'all know how these sewing videos go. I'm really excited to make the shorts. I got a zipper. I found a tutorial. I will link it below on how to do a zipper fly. So I've got my pieces cut out for the zipper. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it is currently 10:22 a.m. Hopefully I'll be able to get all of this done today. So we'll see. Let's go. All right, here I am. I'm actually just finishing up the chaps. I think I just needed to hem the bottom of them, which is what it looks like I'm doing here. Oh no, I am actually fully sewing all the way up the side. I think I am hemming at this point, but I'm like hemming the inside part of the chaps where it cuts by the thigh. And then I think I did a little fold over. Yep, a little fold over hem at the top, which at this point, I don't know if that was a good idea or a bad idea, but I did it anyway. Just to make everything crisp. Obviously, you have to hem because things need to look good. And if it's not hemmed, it's going to look crazy, even if you are amazingly perfect and stunning with a pair of scissors. And I really like that I used, so I used a white thread with the pants, the chaps, to kind of stand out as like a little design almost in the pants. I thought it turned out really nicely. I thought it looked really good. But yeah, here I am just finishing the hemming on the pants. And then in a couple seconds here, you're going to see me start to iron and press out the seams. Now, I say in all these videos that I need to press my seams out because my best friend will kill me. My best friend has a fashion degree. She knows how to sew. She knows a lot about fashion. She is very talented. And when I first started making clothes, I was not pressing my seams out. A, I didn't know I needed to do it. And B, I was just like, I don't need to press the seams out. It looks fine. But y'all, it really is game changing. And in case you're curious as to what pressing the seams does, once you press the seam out, it like flattens that section, that seam where you sewed, and it makes things lay much more nicely. It makes things look more crisp, clean, and professional. Like these chaps look as if they were made by a professional seamstress that sells clothes and makes clothes for a living, and not a nearly 33-year-old man with horribly painted fingernails at the time of filming, and hopes, dreams, and a Goodwill sewing machine, like, and barely an ironing board, and like they don't look like they come from a place of struggling. They look like they came from a real world life. And I'm going to show you in a second here what it looks like when you actually press the seams out. Look how crisp and clean and nice. Look at that. Oh, laying so beautifully flat, looking so good and profesh. Lovely, stunning, amazing. Now in this next clip, you're going to see me actually, yes, we get it. We're going to see you actually making the belting for the chaps. Now, here's the thing. I think this is another step where I may have done something wrong. For me, creating waistbands and elastic is just like a foreign concept. I don't know why it's so difficult for me, but it really is. And this was extremely difficult because I, as you can see, drew this like really cool, like pointed, like rounded design, which again, ended up looking really great and they fit me well. But like, I don't really even know how I did this. I know for a fact that I need to learn better how to put elastic into things. I like how seamlessly that this time lapse made it look like I lifted the sewing machine up, because there's usually some grunting involved with that. I'm not weak, but I am from a sitting position, baby. It's hard to lift stuff up. So yeah, I'm sewing. I should have sewn the bottom, turned it inside out, and then sewn the top, I think. I don't know. Should I make another pair of chaps? I'm going to try a couple different methods and maybe watch a few YouTube videos on how to make the belting for the chaps. Because something didn't go right with this, and I just don't know what. And you're going to see it in the next video. Or the next clip, I should say. And that would be this clip right here. Actually, it looks like I'm completely done sewing it. What's going on in this clip? I didn't watch this far, y'all. If this makes it into the video, I did not fully pull my pants off and show my whole hog. Oh, I am attaching. Yes, I see. Okay, I am attaching the belting to the chaps in this clip. And this is insane to me that I was able to do this. I am also remembering that during this, my sewing machine decided to be a bitch and a hoe. And totally, I don't know if it just didn't like trying to sew through all these layers or what, but it was just like not having it at all. So right here, it's going fine. But then at a certain point, which I kind of cut out of this because you didn't need to see me. If you want to see me fix, quote unquote, my sewing machine, I can make like a little video about that, but I don't want to go around spreading misinformation. I don't know if what I was doing was correct, but I did make my sewing machine work again. But I'm just getting it all sewn in. I'm getting the, what do you call the damn thing? The belting attached. It's going okay. Again, using that white thread on the outside just to give it some really cool and cute design. I don't know. I think this went over well, but it's still, still learning. There are things that I could have done better, but altogether, it turned out okay after I got my sewing machine working well again. They're done! I don't want to model them for you until I have the shorts so you can see the whole fantasy. But look! I really made a pair of chaps and they look so good. I'm not going to show you a close-up because some of the stitching is not the best. I'm still working on my stitches, but it's still looking very good and I'm very proud of how these turned out. So, like, look at this. They are attached. I even made this little, like, detail on the side here that goes down. I'm going to rhinestone the whole band and then the pants will also be rhinestone. Look at this. I even attached a buckle. Ooh. Is any of this like technically right? Probably not, but we figure it out as we go, baby. That's how you do it. That's how my brain works. So I'm gonna put these back on my mannequin, and now it's time to sew the shorts. For the sake of this video not being 1,000,000 years long, here is me just like finishing up the shorts. It's already pretty long as it is. But this is me installing the zipper fly into the shorts, which I will show off. I'm going to model them, obviously, because I was so proud of them. They were a little big in the waist. I am still working on waistbands. That's just a thing that, like, still doesn't quite make sense to me. And, like, I was very shocked by how the zipper fly went. It was a little crunchy. There was obviously some trial and error. But I basically just followed the tutorial of the video, which I linked up above earlier in this video, but I will also put a link to it in the description. And I just did my damn best and it worked out and they stayed on and they zipped and they unzipped and it was fine. But I need to work on fit, which is something that just comes with time. But yeah, here's me finishing up these shorts. And I will probably be modeling them in the next clip. I don't know. I do these voiceovers as I go and not after the whole thing is edited because I'm a psychopath. Okay, love you. Hello friends, I'm back again. As of today, the Cowboy Carter tour is going. She started last night. I've been watching the videos. It looks incredible. I'm even more excited. And I am even more encouraged and ready to do the part of this that I've been dreading the most, which is the vest, because I never sew from a pattern. I almost always, not even almost, I always sew from my brain. I use like a pattern, like I'll use a pair of pants that I like the way they fit me, and I'll use it as my pattern, or shirts, I just kind of wing it usually. But I've never made a vest before, and for some reason it was not registering in my brain how to make a vest. Now that I'm like looking at the pattern, I'm like, oh, I could have absolutely done this without needing a pattern. But I'm gonna try this and try following the pattern because the vest is gonna have pockets. It's gonna be something a little out of my comfort zone and wheelhouse, using a pattern, knowing what all these things mean. I've already, the other day when I was finishing up the bottoms are done. When I was finishing those up, I applied my interfacing to all the pieces that needed interfacing just to expedite that process. But this is what we're going for here. This down here. Obviously not that material because that's tacky as hell. But this is what the finished product will be. See, it has pockets, it's got buttons. It's very simple, but I think it will be very chic. Chic. Yeah, it will be very chic because I'm going to be wearing it. I'm going to watch One Piece. I'm going to sew. And y'all are going to watch me figure this out as I go. So, you know what's going to happen. Time lapse, baby. Time lapse. All right, here we are. Listen, y'all, these instructions were glued to my hand during this process. I cut out a lot of this. Otherwise, this video would be like 5 hours long, but I cut out a lot of this. Just for the sake of the length of the video, but I really did struggle. I don't want to say that I struggled, but this definitely shined a light on some things that I am not very good at, which is fine. Like, not that I'm not good at and will never be good at, but just things that I'm still learning about that, you know, maybe were a little bit more difficult. So here you see me literally studying these instructions on how to make this dart, and the first dart came out like perfect. Like, it looks so good. It's in the right spot. It's crisp. It's clean. The other dart on the other side did not go as well. And, you know, like I said, that's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm still proud of having made this, because when y'all see the finished product, you will be like, oh, well, you can't even tell that the dart is wrong, or that the pocket might be a little wonky, or the buttons aren't necessarily sewn on the best. And it's less about the buttons and more about the buttonholes. But I think there's some footage in here of that. I don't remember if I recorded that or not. But yeah, so here we're gonna move on to the pockets. Now this really, really intimidated me, and I think I actually ended up having to recut the pocket. What's really funny about this is that I started editing this video like well before Christmas, and it is now December 29th. But yes, I did end up having to recut the pocket. And I don't believe that there is footage of that in this, but I did have to recut the pocket. It was treacherous. But once I think I ended up watching a YouTube video about how to do it. And once I watched that YouTube video, I kind of figured it out, and it made more sense. I'm in a weird way. I'm like a visual and hands-on person. So like I need to try it myself first. And if I can't get it by trying it myself, then I need to like see somebody do it. That's just kind of how my brain works. So once I figured it out that way, like you can kind of tell in this piece, that dart is way too far over, girl. Like the pocket should not be going over the dart. Like, what are we doing here? We're sewing a pocket for the first time, literally for the first time. That's what's happening. So yeah, I figured it out eventually, and you will see that in the end of this video. Okay, I just wanted to do a little check-in because it's almost time for you to start getting ready for work, but the pockets are in. The lining is the last step of this. Obviously sewing these together. I'm not sure if the ties are correct or not, but we will cross that bridge when we come to it. But here's where we are so far. We're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Oh yeah, I'll have to do buttons too, which I think I'll do the buttons in between the bees. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not there yet, but I just wanted to check in and give you a full body of what is actually happening. Okay, oh God, this is so, Jesus fucking Christ. Now, is it finished? No, I still have to add the top stitching and the buttons, and I will show you what it looks like all together probably tomorrow. Obviously not with makeup and not at the show, but here we are. I don't think I did these right. I'm pretty sure I didn't do these right, but I also just really don't care that much. But here's where we are. This is what we're going with. I am actually very proud of this. Look, it has fucking pockets, bitch. Like, there are some crunchy spots. The lining is a little fucked up, and does not quite line up the way it's supposed to. Obviously, you can see it's a little bit sticking out, but that's the top stitch. The top stitching is going to help with that. So here it is. My first time ever using a pattern, making a vest. Also, my first time ever sewing denim. 2 different types of denim and fleece. Oh yeah, bam! Look at it. The gold on the inside is literally everything. I'm kind of obsessed. So yeah, this is where we are. This is where we're leaving off for today. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for the finished look. And likely, y'all, after this clip, will be seeing me at the concert wearing this outfit. Okay, so here we are without the chaps. These shorts are so cute. The waistband is just so big. I might just have to wear it like this. That's a little high-waisted moment. They're so good. So this is without the chaps. Okay. Now I'm gonna put the chaps on with it. All right, y'all. I hope you can see. Shut up. You have to be kidding. You have to be. Not Cowboy Carter. Not full custom. This is crazy. This is wild. Get out of my face. This is crazy that I made this. This is insane that this was fully made by these hands and this brain. The hat is hatting. The chaps are chapping. Look at that. Look how the light hits those rhinestones. I'm gonna rhinestone some of the bees too. It might not be worth it, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm extra. Look at these gold buttons. Functioning pockets. Are you serious? Are you joking? Back view 360. I'm ready for the motherfucking Rodeo beach. Well, yes, hello, it's me coming in to outro another video that I did not outro. Yeah, so did this not turn out amazing? Like, you're joking. You have to be kidding me if you think this didn't turn out absolutely incredible. Like, it is quite literally the best thing I've ever made. So yeah, I didn't get, or at least I can't find, I remember getting, but I can't find the footage of the close-up of the bees. I did end up rhinestoning the bees, all the bees on the front of the vest. As you can tell, that zipper was way too long. In that one clip, you can see how long the zipper is. It was way too long. Yes, I'm so proud of how this turned out. It's the most amazing thing that I've made so far. The chaps, the shorts, the zipper was too long, but I put a freaking zipper in the right way this time. It wasn't lumpy, looking like a roller coaster like last time. One of the buttons did come off because it was literally 40 degrees. It was cold as fuck. We were freezing our asses off up there, and I didn't have no shirt on under my vest. But thankfully, I did put that fleece on the inside of the vest. And like once she got up there and started singing and dancing, we were dancing around. It was amazing. But it was cold, y'all. It was really, really cold. But it was such a fun night. It was so incredible. Obviously, seeing Beyonce every time is just incredible. Like she just is that bitch. Like she just does it. Like she's amazing. And I decided to wear shoes that I already own, that are rhinestone, that I have since performed in many, many times. They always get compliments because everybody loves a rhinestone. But yeah, so that's what happened. That's where this video ends. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me on my sewing journey. I am feeling so inspired to sew and make things. And I have some cute fabrics. My birthday's right around the corner, but I'm gonna go fabric shopping at a place here in St. Louis on my birthday, on my actual birthday. I'm gonna go fabric shopping and buy some cute fabrics and make some like practical wear things. I'm usually making something to wear to a thing, but I want to make like everyday wear. Like I need pants. Thank you all so much for tuning into this video. I did not need to say any of that other crap that I was about to say that I probably cut out anyway. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a notification every single time I post a video. I post once or twice a week. I'm back. Make sure to follow me on all my social media. I'm at DDare Bionic. I'm at DDare Bionic on everything. It's called branding. Look it up, and I will see you all in the next video. I love you. Mean it. Mwah. Bye.